Well, welcome everybody to the JIT Radio podcast for foster youth by foster youth. My name is Stephanie. I'm one of the hosts today. We have three special guests with us. We have Louie Titcomb, Olan Kazad, and Michael Potter.
Woo! Thank you guys for joining us. Why don't you go ahead and we'll start with Louie. Go ahead and give a quick intro.
Yeah. I'm Louie Titcomb. I am a just-in-time influencer and lived experience coach. I also work in software sales outside of this.
Hello everyone, my name is Olan Kazad. I'm from foster youth. I work for influencer. I work with my first home.
You're also a musician too.
I'm also an artist, singer.
You can check him out on YouTube. What's your name?
O2 Weird.
All right.
Hey.
And we also have Michael.
Hi, my name is Michael. I'm an artist. I do photo, video stuff. I make music, and I like producing any media stuff. Any media stuff that other people like to do. Just like to help them do it.
Thank you, Michael. We actually had a podcast with Louie and Michael, so if you want to go back and watch those, you can. Just go to YouTube. We have them all there. You can go to the JIT Network, and you can find them there. But today we got something fun for you guys. Thank you guys for joining us, by the way. We're really excited that you guys are here.
Yeah.
Stephanie, you want to go ahead and introduce the topic?
So today we're going to be talking about stability and the holidays and what that really means to us. I'm going to kick off with Louie again. So Louie, what does stability mean to you?
I would say it means discipline, consistency, and a lot of that comes from myself. But other than that, I really feel like stability just means, staying afloat and, being present and being stable, right? Just like a boat. You don't want your boat to sink.
You want to have a solid foundation.
Right.
How about Michael? How would you define stability?
That's an interesting. Stability for me is interesting. I think I'd agree with Louie for the most case, like discipline and consistency. But yeah. I mean, I always feel like there's some element of life that's like there's no stability. I mean, there's always things fluctuating. But if you maintain discipline or some sort of consistency, that's the ideal way to go about it. So,
That's a good point. Sure, Mike's here. That's a good point. Do you want to share anything, Stephanie?
Go
What
ahead.
does stability mean to you?
I'll
The
share
only
after
reason
you.
I just want to bring it back to the topic. The holidays are just around the corner,
Mm-hmm.
and every time we just in time host a couple of holiday events, and it sometimes brings it can bring up some negative feelings and negative emotions because of things that we went through growing up. And so stability for me means that you are at a good place financially. I don't know if we said that. Financially, you're a good place emotionally, and you're at a good place psychologically too. So like you're just like strong, you're grounded, you're 10 toes on the ground type of thing. And like to Olin's point, you're at a point where you can help others too. Because if you're unstable, sometimes like it's hard to give back because you're in a difficult situation. But that's a good point, Olan. So that's what stability means to me. And in relation to the holidays, I'm really not big on holidays. I just do the holidays because it's kind of like what everybody's doing. One thing I do like about the holidays is that I get to visit my sisters, and that's like the one time that we all get together we either spend time for Thanksgiving or Christmas. Speaking of stability, our upbringing was very chaotic, and we missed a lot of like holidays together. So we now try to spend time through the holidays as a unit, and that's the one time we can all get together. But so that's what stability means to me, and that's how I relate to it in regards to the holidays.
No, I like that. So I guess stability to me, it kind of almost means the same thing to you. I think it has to do with, one, having a stable foundation. And that doesn't mean per se like, I know sometimes when we think of stability, we think like financials, I think solid foundation, solid home, like having a safe space where you can just unwind and be yourself. Financially, I think sometimes we think that we're supposed to be rich when we've reached stability. But really, I think that it's just living within your means and being able to have a good budget for yourself. And also, when it comes to the holidays, I love the holidays. I didn't have good holidays growing up. I didn't have people to spend them with. Like, I didn't have family to hang out with, like, because I was in the group homes, you know? So it was really rough. I would only get one Christmas present. That was it. That's what we were allowed. So I think now, growing up for me, it's super important because I want to start those traditions with my family. I want to be able to, like, give people gifts and just see their faces light up because that's what I wanted. So, yeah, I don't know.
You said Christmas is like your favorite?
Yeah. Christmas is definitely my favorite. Thanksgiving comes in second simply because of the food. I love being able to eat like a good meal. I love like tamales, like the Hispanic culture, right? We do tamales, we do pozole, we do turkey. A lot of really good stuff. So that's like one of my favorite things. I also love the aspect of being able to be thankful for things. Even the most simple things, having a roof over my head, like.
All right, let's take a little poll. Who votes for Thanksgiving as their favorite? All right, one. I like Thanksgiving too. Or how about the holidays during December, like Christmas, Hanukkah?
That's me.
Okay.
I love
New Year's.
it.
Does New Year's get included in this?
Yeah.
It gets bled into there. Okay, all right.
I feel like New Year's is like your day to get drunk. Like, that's what I see it. So it's like a good time, you know? And then Christmas is like sweet family time, hot cocoa. You get to see like the lights that are around.
One thing I don't like, I will say something I don't like about the holidays. People get crazy at the stores.
Oh my god.
Like Black Friday. And then shopping for like the Christmas. That's what I don't like about the holidays. Sometimes like it's just like, what's the point? We just we can kind of get caught up in like buying the gifts and things.
Yeah,
when we don't like. It's just chaotic sometimes. That's where I get like that rub, you know.
How do you feel about it? Have you guys ever worked retail during a Black Friday?
Oh my gosh, yes,
Yeah,
actually.
me too. It's crazy. People start fighting over dolls. So I remember, I think it was a Barbie. I think it was just a classic Barbie. I don't
They're
think
gonna
it was
fight over
anything
those this
crazy.
year with the new movie out.
Oh yeah.
I just remember working at Hollister, and there'd just be an insane amount of people coming in. You know, they want to get their little gift bags, and they have to get Susie and Sally and everybody everything. But really, you're sitting there as a worker stressing over all of this, and you're like, just get out.
Please. No, seriously.
Is it really that big of a deal? Yeah.
Touch on it.
Okay.
But I want to know, why did people choose those holidays as their favorites? I chose Thanksgiving because that's always the one where I'm like, at least this has a good purpose, like the gratitude and such. Like, cause I'm gonna talk about it. I grew up like really hating holidays. And Thanksgiving was the first one to like win me over for that reason.
Yeah.
When did you start like
Disliking.
rethinking about
it?
The holidays, yeah.
When did I start? I want to say around 18. It was about the time where I'm like no longer with family, and then there's people who are like, why don't you like the holidays? So they almost like peer pressured me into liking holidays. Almost. But I forced myself to try to find something about them, and Thanksgiving seemed like the easiest one for the sake of giving thanks.
I like that. It makes me think about how people in our lives often, we don't think about like how one person can come in and just like light that like light bulb of change for our minds when it comes to holidays, because that's essentially what happened to me for Christmas. Like, I'm spacing, guys. I got nervous. I'm so sorry.
There's always someone in our lives.
Yeah,
that
comes and changes that experience. Because when I was 18, I actually met someone. Her name was, well, I didn't meet her at 18. I met her actually at 12. We reconnected at the age of 15, and she was my group home staff. She was the first person to give me a good Christmas at the age of 18. She flew me out to her family's house in Sacramento, and we had a Harry Potter Christmas. That was the first Christmas that I was like, wow, like I can actually decide how I want to do things. And to know that like people who I wasn't even really that close to, like her family, could care so deeply about me. That like made me realize that I could do that for other people. So that's why Christmas, I think, is like one of my favorites.
So did you like that you're able to like customize your tree to a certain like theme?
Actually, yeah. So before I moved in with my fiance and his family, they would only decorate their Christmas tree blue. Like, that was their thing, guys. Charger blue, that was it. And I was like, y'all, I cannot do this, like, every year. And so I kind of brought in that new tradition to my family and my fiance's family, where now we do different themes each year, or different colors. And so, yeah.
Sounds expensive.
It's fun.
So far, what has your favorite theme been?
Honestly, Harry Potter. Harry Potter. I love Harry Potter. You'll catch me at Universal with, like, my interactive wand.
Well, you have the Harry Potter colors on right now.
I do.
Yeah. You're repping. All right. Well, I do have to bring up the fact that there are people who don't have, like, family members to go to. And then that's why sometimes the holidays can be, like, a tough time, because you see everyone else, like, shopping for their loved ones. And you're like, I don't have money, or I don't have no one to give me, like, stuff like that. So what can we share about stuff like that with anyone who might be going through that experience, or will be going through that? Michael.
Go ahead, Michael.
Because with me, with holidays, the one that really pushed me over to the edge in a negative way was my birthday. And I remember feeling, like, so sad on my birthday, and people, like, just, like, trauma going around the house. So but people put on, like, this fake mask to celebrate someone's birthday, and I'm like, this is so messed up. Like, it does not feel right. So, like, it started with birthdays for me in that regard. But as of recently, now going to school and having such a strong community of people I built around me, and, like, all these birthdays coming up, like, it's been that, like, it's reinforced the community for me within that. It's, like, not celebrating the holiday to celebrate the holiday, but to celebrate, like, the people you're around more so. So that's been something big for me that sort of really made that switch, and that's as of recently.
I love that. Yeah, that's a really good thing. And, like, to kind of piggyback on that, I was going to say something kind of similar, but I mean in this fact that now as adults, we get to choose, like, who becomes our friends, who becomes our family. Family isn't always defined by blood. It's people that you meet along the way in life. And something that I would say is kind of build on those. And if a lot of the times when you have friends that are like family, you get invited to their houses for holidays. So find someone that you connect with.
That sometimes is awkward, though. You go to someone else's house, and then you're
It can
you don't
be.
know where to sit,
Yeah.
you don't know what to
It can
wear,
be.
and then like sometimes they're too friendly to you. You're like, oh, I'm getting overwhelmed with the people, so many happy people around me. So yeah, I'm just being a naysayer. That's all. That's all.
okay.
No, but it's true though. Like,
It is true. When you
you
said
know.
that, yeah. But I think because, like, I'm so close to maybe some of the friends that I've had that, like, I see their family as family. But because I was able to have those interactions prior to holidays.
Yeah, I'm just so shy sometimes. Like I won't take my shoes off, or like I'm embarrassed to show my socks. I won't even like. I'm so stiff when I'm at a new place. Anyway, it can just be intimidating. So maybe just find ways to not be so scared when you're out in these other people's homes celebrating a holiday. Wait, say it again. Oh, insecure. Yeah, insecure. I'm 100% insecure. So, like, if you're like me, work on your insecurities.
Growth is uncomfortable.
I mean, I can attest to that, though. My friend Michelle, I think the last 5 years, she's always invited me to her Christmas or Thanksgiving. I've never taken it. I've never gone with them.
So what do you do?
Okay, so normally what I do is I will usually go back to, like, one of my aunt's house. But I'm gonna get really deep here really quick. So I think I may have mentioned this, but some people may know this as well. My brother passed away a few years back around the holidays, actually. So it's okay. So Christmas time especially is extremely hard for me, just because I have that same association, and I tie it to my aunt's house. So the past 2 years, I actually have had COVID for Christmas, so I didn't go back home for either holiday. And what I did was I ordered Fogo de Chao DoorDash straight to my door, and I said, I'm gonna still eat today, honestly. If there's one thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna eat. So, but I am trying to change my own traditions. So just like, you said, you get to make this time, your own, and you can make the most of it. And so what I'm doing this year for Thanksgiving is I booked a trip. I'm going to go to Mexico, and I'm going alone, actually, which if anybody wants to go, you're more than welcome to. But I think
This
it will
Christmas,
be
this during December?
Thanksgiving.
We're in Cancun. We're in Cancun. You were in Cancun. You want me to meet you?
New York.
So I've been to Cancun and I did Cabo. I think my next one is going to be Puerto Vallarta. And yeah, like I said, I feel lonely around the holidays because of that, and I think that this trip will be a good one for me. So,
Are you still gonna take up your friend Michelle's invitation to celebrate some time together?
You know, probably not. I think I'm gonna order DoorDash in Puerto Vallarta.
It's gonna be one expensive DoorDash.
They have all inclusive.
It'll be fine. Yeah, don't worry about me. I'm finding my own.
I'm worried about the friend Michelle who keeps inviting you for 5 years consecutively, and you don't show up after the second one. You don't show up to my house. I'm not inviting Louie no more.
That's how you know she loves him.
Hey, we're still friends.
I'll be messing with you. All right. Oh, that was funny.
I think that's great though. Celebrate on your own terms.
Yeah.
Like, you just reminded me that because I get some sort of like winter depression. Like today being the first day under 72, I felt it today, and it was the first one of the year. But it reminds me that I think the year last Christmas, like I stayed home and I watched Schindler's List, because that was just like the vibe. Like I knew it had snow and I knew it was like
With like takeout. Did you do takeout?
I probably got DoorDash. Yeah. But yeah, like celebrate on your own terms. I think is a great one.
Right. I think something for us, you know, especially throughout Christmas time, is we're used to seeing all of our friends getting these amazing gifts, right? So I think that's one thing that I've been able to take care of myself, is just do something nice for yourself, you know, put it in the budget.
Treat yourself. Don't cheat yourself.
I just want to add, in addition to that, another way to celebrate it is I'm realizing too, and I actually feel like it can be a good excuse to just get people to hang out together. Like it can be an excuse to just get wasted, which that's interesting.
Topic.
Yeah.
Save that for New Year's.
But I've been, like I said, I've been to a few this year, and they've been awesome. And it hasn't been like that. It's just been people having an excuse to get together, and a lot of people, and a lot of good people too.
Yeah.
But for my birthday in August this semester, like I never tell anyone it's my birthday. I told one person who's like my best friend now months ago, and she remembered when the day came, because we were just at like a student conference in my school. I'm just sitting there, it's my birthday, but nobody knows. And then somebody told the lady leading it, and then she's like, okay, we're gonna sing happy birthday to someone. I'm like, oh my god.
Start sinking into his chair.
But no, at some point my best friend, she had given me like this she knows I like music, she knows I like this like little character she makes, she knows I liked my new hair that I bleached, and she put all these things together in like an album cover form and gave it to me, because she's a artist too. And I'm like, oh my gosh.
That's
like
so
I don't think
cool.
anyone's ever made me a gift like that.
It's
So then-
meaningful.
Yeah, and then her birthday was last month, and so I'm like, what can I do? Like, making this a competition now. Like, so I like went around and recorded interviews with everyone she knows, asking them like, what's your favorite memory with her? Like, what do you think she needs to hear? And all these things. And I made like a feature length series of interviews for her. But I like realized that's what gets me. That's the biggest thing that's gotten me thus far in regards to birthdays. Is like I can compete with someone like to do like great things for people.
I love it.
On that gift.
It's creative, it's personal. I feel like it means a lot more when it's that way, rather than just like a
Store bought.
something off the
At the
shelf.
gas
You're like,
station.
You're like, here's a gift card.
yeah,
And
here's Amazon.
I wanted to offer that too, because I wouldn't have thought of it if it wasn't for her giving me that gift a month
Sentimental.
prior.
Yeah.
Like I had to think, what can I make with the skills I have, sort of thing. And it's set like a new definition for what a birthday is for me now. But I thought I'd offer that for people to like, because I'm guessing a lot of people don't have that for
Yeah.
themselves.
So what I've heard is that what the holidays can bring is like closeness to with others, either friends or family. It can also bring celebrating ourselves and giving ourselves some time to encourage our our own holiday, or just celebrate our own stuff. Oh my God,
spin
why
on
am I-
our own
There you go.
holidays,
Thank you.
making our own traditions, different ways of navigating the holidays if maybe you don't have someone or if you do have someone. I think that it was a very insightful podcast for people to see and learn just how to navigate
Yeah.
stability on the holidays.
And then also, I'm just gonna do a shameless plug. Just in Time is gonna have the Thanksgiving dinner soon. You guys are welcome to join that. We also have something in December that you guys can join. So we do have a couple of things. Every month we have something going on at Just in Time because we want to make sure that you guys are part of our community.
I mean, my final thoughts, I would just say thank you guys for actually coming out and being here
Yes,
and
we
sharing
really
your
appreciate it.
perspectives and
Yeah.
your personal stories on holidays and traditions.
I'm not gonna invite Olan because he talks too much.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Next time we got to cut his mic off.
Yeah, I'm
That's
gonna
it.
sit down on this
That'll
side.
be it. And yeah, Louie, is there anything that you'd like to share? Any last minute advice that you'd like to give a youth?
Yeah, treat yourself. Take care of you. Don't forget about you. And I mean, just like you said, right? Like dive into your community, whether it is, your friends, whether it is your family, whether it is the people that you go to school with. Find time for those who do love you, and don't be afraid to, like I said, treat yourself.
Treat yourself. What did you say? Treat yourself before you wreck yourself? Was that what we said?
I said treat yourself, don't cheat yourself. And honestly, I invite you guys who are listening to this to share maybe your stories or your good memories on Thanksgiving, the holidays, or your opinions on stability, because we love to see new perspectives and maybe there's someone that can relate to you out there. So make sure you comment down below and let us know. Thank you guys for tuning in. We really appreciate you.
And be quiet, Olan. Michael, anything from you? Anything?
If holidays aren't your thing, or like you're looking for something for holidays, like to remedy possible trauma from them, listen back to this podcast again, because I think there's a lot of good things, a lot of good insight from different perspectives that is extremely valuable. At least it has been for me. So,
Yeah. And let us know what you guys want to talk about next time. We were thinking of doing like a recipe in this one, but we try to keep it simple because we didn't want Olan to get messy with the strawberries and the whipped cream and all this. But anyway, thank you guys. Thank you guys again for coming in and spending your night with us. We hope to have you guys again, maybe on the next one. Thank you for tuning in.
And that's
listening.
it. Happy holidays. Happy Thanksgiving.
Bye.
Bye.
My turn.
My turn.
Oh, now you want to talk.
Cut.